Hey guys, welcome back to Matlock's Toy Room Reviews, and today I have the Toys R Us exclusive DC Universe Classics versus Masters of the Universe Classics, Superman vs. He-Man pack. A very cool pack, really the only way you can get any of the MOTUC figures in stores, as of now anyway. But, you know, interesting, I have a few Masters of the Universe Classics, but I don't have a whole lot. I intended on collecting them when I first heard about them coming out, you know, back when they first started on MattyCollector.com. But just a little backstory here. But, you know, like, of course, you know, one of the first characters they came out with was He-Man and Skeletor. And, of course, two of the ones I mainly wanted. And, you know, I got on there right away. And anybody who's been on Matty Collector knows how much of a pain in the ass it is to get on there. And they ended up selling out before I could get them. And I got on right away when they first put them on, and I was pissed, so I didn't get any of the other figures. Then they ended up re-releasing He-Man and Skeletor, and I did the same thing. They sold out before I could get them, and I was pissed. And then the same thing ended up happening with the Battle Cat. So I just gave up completely. I was like, you know, forget that. I'm not even collecting that line at all. But I ended up finding this 2-pack as well as the Skeletor versus Lex Luthor 2-pack in the Toys R Us quite a while back, and I've just been holding on to it. So I picked up a few others too that I'll be reviewing this week. Anyways, pretty cool looking figures. It's your standard blue and red Superman versus the He-Man, which I actually surprisingly don't even have a Superman like this. You know, it's kind of weird. But anyways, really the only thing missing is you don't get the power sword with He-Man, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, at least I have a He-Man, so no complaints really. I like the classic artwork on the back. It's got like split down the middle. DC Universe got Superman and He-Man there, and I like how it's like reminiscent of the actual cards. Each side kind of looks like the side if it was a single carded version, which is pretty cool. Very cool. In the background you have the Castle Grayskull and stuff. Looks pretty awesome. And this does come with a comic book. But let's take a quick break and we'll get these guys out of the package. Alright, and we're back with Superman versus He-Man. And first off, the comic, which is a reprint of the original series they made back in the day of the DC versus Masters of the Universe, which is pretty cool. Kind of like a little throwback they did with these sets. And a couple accessories. Of course, Superman doesn't come with anything, but He-Man comes with this pretty cool battle axe, which I do like, but I would have really much rather preferred the power sword, of course. And then he comes with a pretty nice looking shield, which is pretty cool. Got a little clip on it to clip around his wrist. Pretty standard style shield. Just a quick look here at the backdrop that it has. Kind of unfortunate because this is where the comic is, so it's got like the plastic kind of blister around it, and you know, I just cut a slit in the top just to get to the comic. But yeah, I wanted to cut it all off, but you'd really take out that whole cool picture. You got Skeletor there with the Castle Grayskull and everything. I think that's just really cool. I like the artwork on it. But anyways, let's have a look at Superman first. And a lot of people, you know, probably got this set just to get a He-Man, and ended up probably not wanting a Superman because they most likely already had one. But for me, it was kind of nice because I didn't even own one. And it's got the S there. It's just got a regular red cape, kind of a softer rubber, standard uniform outfit. Pretty cool. I don't know if you guys heard me before. I'm just not a real big Superman fan. You know, as a kid, I hated Superman. But you know, as I've gotten older, I like him a little bit more. But you know, definitely still not one of my favorite characters or anything. But a nice figure to have. Definitely a necessity for a DC collection. I mean, I have the black costume Spider-Man, or fucking Superman, where he has like the long hair and everything, which I really like that one. That one looks cool. But it's nice to have this one. It'd be a cool Justice League Superman. But anyways, it's got the standard articulation for the DCUC, but he has a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulder, swivel at the upper bicep, single jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist. Then he has an up and down torso joint, swivel at the waist. He's got the standard legs, which are kind of crazy, but they go in and out, and they go back and forward. So they look a little weird, but they operate pretty well, I think. Then he has a swivel in the mid-thigh there, as well as a single joint in the knee, and a back and forward pivot in the foot. No side-to-side pivots. Does have a bit of like paint mess-ups where it's just black or whatever. I guess it was molten blue plastic, and then they painted red, but the red didn't really sit well over the blue. But not bad, really no complaints on that figure, pretty cool. Good one to add to the collection. And on to He-Man. And keep in mind, this is my absolute first hands-on with the Masters of the Universe Classics. Even after I opened it, I haven't even messed with it until just right now. So I just opened it and kind of brought it over here. But it looks fantastic. I mean, I've seen buku reviews on Masters of the Universe. Everybody collects these guys, so I mean, just getting my hands on with these guys, this looks pretty awesome. Really happy to finally have some of these. But the detail, like his skin tone is just really nice. It doesn't have like a real lame white skin tone like Superman or anything. He's got like this really tan look. Just looks really cool. Got a nice paint wash over like his little fur underpants. He's got like this cool thing going around his chest. He's got really nice looking boots too. He's got like the fur on top and the straps going around. Just overall looks really cool. He's got like the gold armbands. And then a spot for the power sword, which he doesn't come with, but that's pretty cool that it has that. Little slot in the back there. Very cool. Great detail. I believe on some of them, like the first appearance or first one they made, like his face had like a lot of red and like blush on it or something. You know, they've touched up every time they release a figure, re-release a figure, so I like that. But this one seems pretty good, and I like it overall. It's got a nice yellow hair, but it's got a nice wash in it, so it looks pretty good. Articulation on these guys: he has a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulder, swivel at the upper bicep, a single jointed elbow, and a swivel in the wrist. And he does have pre-molded hands. That's okay, they're just weapon hands, so he can hold his axe or the power sword or whatever. He has a up and down torso in torso joint, a swivel at the waist, and then under here he has a ball jointed thigh, which doesn't really move too great underneath here, but it's not too bad. He has a single jointed knee. Let's see here, just a back and forward pivot at the foot, and he does have side to side pivots, so that's really nice to see. Great little addition there. But just, you know, I'm really pleased with this guy. It looks really awesome. He's a good scale with all the other 6-inch figures. So great new line that I'm going to be hooked on, I'm sure. I've already got some of my favorite characters, but definitely missing a few. You know, hopefully they reissue a Man-at-Arms, because I really want that, and definitely the Battle Cat. And then of course they're making a Panther coming up, but I'm sure I won't be able to get that one. But just a really cool line. You know, I'd say don't even bother getting on MattyCollector.com, because it's very, very horrible to deal with. Anybody that's tried it knows. But they definitely make some good figures and stuff. But anyways, that was the Toys R Us exclusive Superman vs. He-Man 2-pack. Thanks for checking it out.